Hey, everybody, hope you're doing well today. Are you finding it hard to balance time between work, kids, and your spouse? In other words, are you putting your marriage in the back seat to the other commitments that are going on in your life? Hey, well, if you would like to learn how to successfully invest time in your marriage without neglecting all the other things that are important to you, then check out this recording. Welcome to the Turn It Up Marriage Tips and Tools Show, where I provide faith-based tips and tools from God's Word that will strengthen your marriage and make it better. Hi, I'm Coach Kelly DuPée, pastor, police chaplain, professional Christian marriage coach, and author of the book, Turn It Up, How to Have the Lifelong Marriage That You Really Want. Well, in my marriage coaching, I'm often asked about how to manage time in your marriage. And honestly, it's something that all couples struggle with, especially when you have kids. Between work, school activities, hobbies, church involvement, friendships, it can be difficult to find time for each other. And unfortunately, I often see couples neglecting their marriage as a result. But the truth is, when you fail to invest time in your marriage, it's going to get weaker. So, what's the solution? It's simple. Plan. You know the saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Well, that's especially true when it comes to making time for your marriage. So I want to give you an acronym that I like to use to help couples plan their time together. It is the word PLAN, P-L-A-N. So what do you need to do? P stands for prioritize. Make it a priority to spend time with each other, even if it means sacrificing other commitments. In other words, you don't want to neglect your work. Certainly, you've got to go to work, but maybe you don't have to work overtime or say yes all of the time when they ask you to work weekends or work late. If you have to, you have to. I get it. You need to keep your job. But make it a priority to spend time with your family. And sometimes that means saying no. Obviously, you don't want to neglect your kids either. But if you're with them most of the time, saying no to an evening with you and having them spend the evening with a babysitter or their grandparents isn't a bad thing. Make it a priority. Next to my relationship with God, my priority is my marriage and spending time with my wife. So that's P, prioritize. L is consider the logistics. Who are you going to get to watch the kids? Where are you going to go? What time will you be back? These details may seem small, but they're important to consider. If you want to have a successful date night, make sure to create a plan. Okay, now you may be thinking, all right, well, where are we going to find babysitters? We don't have any money to go out on dates, those kinds of things. So think about this as some ideas. Maybe you could share babysitting with another couple. In other words, you watch their kids one night with yours, and then they watch your kids with theirs one evening. Or maybe you could go to your church and talk to the children's ministry leader and say, hey, of the people that teach Sunday school here, who do you think might be open to babysitting for us? Because the people that serve in a children's ministry, they're all trusted. They've all probably been background checked by your church. So inviting someone like that to watch your kids is probably a safe thing to do. The other thing that you could do is ask family members, grandparents, brothers and sisters, even cousins, hey, can you watch my kids tonight? Would you like to spend the evening with them? Then as far as spending money on the dates, don't worry about that. There's a lot of things that you can do for free. Go for a walk. Go to the park and sit there. Go to a coffee shop and buy one drink and then split it if you don't have enough money for two. You can do lots of things for free. The point is, consider the logistics and plan ahead and figure out how to make it work both for your budget as well as then for the babysitting question. Who's going to watch the kids if that's the challenge? And then A, so P-L-A, A stands for act. P is prioritize, L is logistics, A is act. Don't just talk about it, but put your plan into motion. Follow through on it. Find the babysitter, figure out where you're going to go, fit it into the budget, and then do it. Follow through on it. And then N stands for enjoy. Spending quality time together is the whole point of this. So make sure you're present and fully engaged during your time together. Enjoy it. Have fun. And watch how it's going to strengthen and help your marriage. Well, one Bible verse that always comes to mind when I think about making plans is Psalm 20, verse 4. He says, "May He give you the desires of your heart and make all your plans succeed." So when you take the time to prioritize your marriage and make plans to spend time together, God will bless your effort. So here's my challenge for you. At the beginning of each month, sit down with your spouse and plan your dates for the month ahead. Whether it's a weekend getaway or just a few hours out to dinner or going for a walk or whatever, make sure you're setting aside time to invest in your marriage. And remember, it's not selfish to prioritize your marriage. It's essential. Well, if you're struggling to find time for each other, just want some extra support, I'd love to chat with you. Send me a DM, a direct message, and I'll get back to you personally, I promise. Or leave the word help in the comments, and I'll get back to you right away. Well, if you found this message helpful, please share, subscribe, or follow and comment so this message will reach more people. Thank you for watching or listening to this episode of the Turn It Up Marriage Tips and Tools Show. Until next time, keep turning it up.